If you clicked on this video, then you're most likely a busy adult who knows that you should be working out. But most days, you're just too tired when it actually comes time to do it. And when I say busy, I mean you're focused on your work or your family or your other responsibilities, and that takes a toll on your mental load. So by the end of the day, your energy is just gone. So let me be the first to acknowledge that your problem isn't actually your schedule. Your problem is that you don't know what to do when you are tired. And what happens is that you end up either skipping the workout or you feel like your workout for the day doesn't actually count. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what to do on those low energy days so that you can stay consistent and keep momentum so that you can actually make real progress even on those busy days. I want to start out by taking a look at the question, why does too tired keep winning? And there's a couple different reasons for this, but we have this phrase, too tired, and that ultimately is the thing that's preventing you from working out. So let's look at the first point. The first point is that this is not a personal flaw. And what I mean by personal flaw is that this is not something that is unique to you alone. This isn't because you're wired wrong. This is something that happens to every single person almost every single day. And the difference between you and the people that are going to the gym is not that those people aren't tired or that they found this secret method that's keeping them from being tired. The difference is that they have a system in place, which is what we'll continue talking about as the video goes. So that's the first point. It's not a personal flaw. The second point here is that you have to make decisions all day. And that's decisions in a number of ways. That's decisions that you have to make for your family. That's decisions that you have to make when you go to work. There's so many different decisions that you have to make. And what that does is that causes us to have what we call decision fatigue. And decision fatigue basically is saying that you are sick and tired of making decisions, and the last thing you want to do when you're done with work is make more decisions. So when it comes time to go to the gym, if you don't know where you're going to go and you don't know what you're going to do and you don't know when you're going to do it or how you're going to do it, all these different things are going to add up and cause you to have even more fatigue, and it's the last thing that you're going to want to do. So what that's going to do is that's going to cause one key mistake. Let's take a look at that mistake. The mistake here that does is that mistake causes us to believe that our workout has to be a certain level of hard for it to actually count. So we'll call it that the workouts have to be hard to count. And of course, we do want the workouts to be something that is challenging you. But for the most part, there are plenty of days where that is not always going to be the case, especially on these too tired days. We have to figure out how we can overcome that so that we can keep showing up. So if we believe that our workout has to be a specific intensity for that workout to count, that's going to result in our days where we have low or zero energy usually are going to turn into a skipped workout. Because what we think is that if our workout doesn't reach a certain level, then we might as well not even go at all. What I would tell you is that the person who shows up and gives 50% consistently is always 100% of the time going to beat the person who doesn't show up and gives 0%. Because 50% is always going to be greater than 0%. And if we wait till we are at these perfect conditions, when we're able to give, let's say 80% or higher, right? If we wait for those conditions, that's not going to be sustainable because it's often that those conditions don't show up for us. And if we sit around waiting and waiting and waiting, we might never get to that point. So showing up and giving 50% is always going to be better than showing up or than not showing up and giving 0%. Now that you have a good understanding of why being too tired keeps stopping you from working out, I want to take a look at the solution. The solution is something that I like to call the too tired rule. And I know it's simple, I know it's kind of cliche, but this is a rule that's going to help us break that habit of not showing up when we are too tired. And essentially what this is saying is this is going to remove that decision of should I work out for the day? You're going to pre-decide that no matter what, you are working out for the day. That decision has already been made for you. So they have other videos talking about how you can make that decision automatic if you want to go back and watch those. But the decision that this is allowing you to make now is how hard do you actually want to go on those days when you are showing up to the gym tired? The best way to sum that up is to say that consistency survives when intensity is flexible. It means that you are able to stay consistent no matter what, but what you're doing each day, the effort you're putting in each day is something that is allowed to fluctuate. If you've watched any of my previous videos, then you know that we actually offer group classes here at our gym in Chattanooga. So I want to look at the too tired rule through the perspective of group classes. So the first reason that I think that group classes are a great answer for people who are struggling when they are tired or struggling when they can't stay consistent is because there is so much less decision making. And we talked about that earlier with decision fatigue, but I want to go a little deeper into that. So now when you go to the gym, almost all of your decisions are actually made for you. There's very little that you have to decide on now. Those decisions that you don't have to make are what's the workout going to be for the day? That's going to be made for you. You're going to have a coach there that's going to help you be able to guide you through that workout, making sure that everything looks how it's supposed to look. And so that leads me to my second point. The second point of why group classes are good is because your coaches are going to be able to help you adjust the intensity based off of how you feel for the day. And if you don't feel great, if you're feeling tired, you can either one, let the coach know that, or two, your coach might be able to recognize that. And your coach can help you adjust the workout by saying, hey, maybe we dial back the intensity a little bit here. That might be, in our classes, it might be running a little bit slower or going like for a walk instead of running. It might be using less weight for a specific movement. Whatever it is, that coach is going to help you adjust your intensity so that you can do what you're capable of for the day. So you can show up and give the best effort that you have available. Now, that leads me to the third point, which is that you don't need to plan anything for the day, because all of that's pretty much decided for you. That goes back to less decision making. The biggest decision that you'll have to make is, one, when are you going to go? And two, what are you going to wear? Now, if you want to watch a video on how you can get that decision to be automatic of when you should go, I have other videos talking about that. But you're not going to have to plan for anything that you're going to be doing that day. And the last point, the fourth one, is that on those days when your energy is low, the environment that you're around or the environment that you're in is going to carry your energy. And that is a result of having a coach that cares about people. That's a result of having people that care about you. This is a group of people that are going to get to know you well because you're going to regularly show up with them. And they're going to want you to win as bad as you want them to win or as bad as you want to win yourself. So it's important to show up to these classes because the low energy is going to be carried by the environment around you. And what all of this is going to do is that these are going to work together to create a structure that's going to be more important when it comes to your success than any level of motivation. And if you don't buy this, I've literally helped hundreds of people, hundreds of busy adults just like you, do the exact same thing through group classes. We have so many people that come through on a regular basis who have struggled with these exact same things that wake up a lot of days feeling too tired to go to the gym. But because they've implemented a simple structure, they're able to execute and have success working towards their goals. If I could summarize everything with one simple sentence, I would say that results come to the person who knows what to do even on the days that they don't feel good. Not the person who feels good every single day, because those people don't exist. And so I want to recap everything that we talked about, and that's that tired days are a part of your life. You're going to have tired days no matter what you do. The motivation that you have or that you're looking for is not going to be the answer. That is always going to be that Band-Aid or temporary fix. And if you wait for the motivation to hit at the right time, you're more than often going to fail. And then the last thing I would say is that you have to create a tired day rule. This is that non-negotiable that's going to allow you to show up no matter what, but to control the intensity that you're putting in on those days that you are tired. And if you've made it this far into the video, then I want you to comment your too tired rule down below, not only for yourself to have it in writing somewhere, but also for others to see. I want other people to draw inspiration and get ideas so that they can overcome being too tired. And if you want more videos just like this, make sure you like the video, make sure you hit subscribe, because we'll be back helping busy adults just like you overcome anything, whether that's being too tired or too out of shape to get started. This is going to be the place that's going to answer all of your questions.